past with Olaf builds for him.
Yeah.
But if you have Hecarim charging in, there were buffs a very long time ago to the fear duration for long range ults. He's got so much confidence. You can get your luck shield before you charge in as you're running up. Sona shields you. You got the Shen on top of you for a lot of the bottom lane side of the map skirmishes. Not to mention, it's one of Impact's very best champions, so you steal away a possible Impact Shen, and you just yoink it for Licorice. I really like what they've set up here. My question is, can Team Liquid punish? Can they try and get some Blitzcrank roaming kills, pull members of Cloud9 and break apart the synergies that exist here? Because so much of this is, all right, we've got this double shields bottom lane, Sona and Lux. We want them to join these mid-game team fights. That's where you get all the value, when you get all these shields for everybody else.
All right, I've got two thoughts. I'm going to go for one then the other real quick. Number one, good luck stats finding this one, but this feels like one of the only times, that, not considering a season opener, where, this is the stat, where all 5 players are playing a new champion for the first time this split. Like, going 15 games in and being like, yep, first time Sett, first time Shen, first time Hecarim, first time Sona, first time Lux. Yes, Zven's played Sona before in his league career, but in this split, it's a new one. I feel like that's a fun stat to look for. Good luck actually proving it. It's got to be rare after week 6 or so. Regardless, the other part is this is probably the best Mordekaiser pick I have seen in a very long time. It is going to smash Sona so hard in team fights. She cannot get away from him. She wants to buff her entire team. She cannot see her entire team. Impact should be getting a ton of free ability power. I don't know how Zven's supposed to win that outside of QSS, which is probably going to be a second item when you come into the team fight phase. I'm expecting that to come through. I like the Mord a lot. You're going to break it apart. Ezreal is safe in the back line. Tactical grab that. You can maybe get away from Hecarim, but man, are there gonna be some dives in this game.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, is breaking the team apart. Whenever you see a team with this much synergy, like you're talking about, you want combo breakers from wherever you can possibly get them.
Well, we'll see how much is gonna happen as we are on to the Rift, and if the killer instinct is gonna be enough from Cloud9, or if Team Liquid know what they're doing and can get through this one. No conventional marksman. Physical damage profile a little bit low, so a tank line can be really durable here on the TL side. We'll see how well Sett battles up against Syndra, and, gotta point out, double Spell Thief's bot lane for Zven and Vulcan, so Blaber should be poaching a crap ton of farm out of bot lane.
Is that a technical term there? I definitely agree. The poaching will be prevalent. Defensive ward, invade with a Blitzcrank here. And they are scouted. Easy evasive maneuvers for Cloud9.
Yeah, good ward. That comes down to a spot where it can never be seen by TL on the way forward, so they can't know for sure that ward is there. You can surmise, infer that maybe there is a deep ward on the blue buff, but they saw TL walk forward and then turn around. So the best we're going to get from TL is trying to scout Blaber's pathing, and C9 knows that they know.
I just love that our battle of the top teams is delivering already. Just in Champ Select, Freak. Top of North America are actually innovating. The only Sona game from Season 10 is that Wonder Sona top game that G2 played. And then for Lux, there's only been one in Season 10 as the support in LCK for that DRX game. This is pure NA innovation right now. And again, it's going to come from one of those bottom lane style things that we used to see, where we had carry Sonas and we had a lot of these different healing style ones. This is going to be another one highlighting the shields. Guardian is both picked up.
It's okay, he's got shields, it's fine. It's really not a problem. They're going to get some gold back. Want to point out, you can get 3 CS per minute before you get penalized for your support item. So if they wanted, with perfect CS, Zven and Vulcan could trade off last hitting melee minions, leave the casters up and lose 14 gold, per minion, but, get that money back from doing Spell Thieves on cooldown. The gold income gets pretty close as a result of that one. I also want to point out, as I keep saying two things at once, I love, there is a pregame interview from Reaper, the Cloud9 coach, who said, yeah, it's kind of a rocky week for us. We're going to go back to comfort picks to lock in first seed. And I enjoy that was the interview coming into the day.
Yeah, I love how the draft talk from both of them. They were just so close-lipped. Like, yep, it's gonna be standard to see your stuff. Nisqy in mid lane does get the pullback onto Jensen.
Gets away from the stun, but the E damage still goes through, so full damage trade back from Jensen there, as here comes Broxah with double buffs ready to gank bot side.
This is what we're looking for. Pillar into hook.
Flash, hook, knockup's gonna land. Here comes the hook pretty soon. Zven's got nowhere to go, pops the shield, he's gonna try to stay alive. Vulcan takes that hook, and yes, they are just so damn tanky, they will not go down.
Shields up, Freak! At full power at the moment. They don't have to burn flashes for either support player in the bottom side. Still looking pretty clean here. CoreJJ did use his, of course, to start that out, so it takes away some of the threat. Nisqy in the mid lane. Woo!
Yeah, but that's a pillar. That's damage. Now, Jensen has mana for a spell combo, and Broxah has a blue buff and a chomp. But with the minion wave, that fight is not going to happen.
Yep, give him a little bite. Taste of that. How you like that for a jungle gank? A boom. Get off my mid laner. Taught him a lesson. Nisqy, though, shoves the wave into the tower. I think Jensen will be able to clean up a decent amount of those. As you can see, he is still playing quite far ahead in CS, even though Nisqy continually going for the aggressive plays. Now he might have to flash out.
Might have the stun. Be careful, Nisqy. Pops some movement through the summoner heal. Tries to run away. He's got the shield if he needs it. Pulls him into the turret. Flashes away. Stays alive. Almost gets the stun. But here comes TP Shen. But CoreJJ's here as well. How's it going to go? Not going to get knocked into the air. The flash comes out. Really, really good play by Licorice. Now finds the top, but is there enough damage to kill CoreJJ? Knows there's no hook. One more auto. You got to be kidding me. Shen grabs the kill. Well played, Licorice. Broxah can't get any more. The solos combine for a kill on the support.
Hell yeah, Freak. This game is delivering on all levels. Cloud9 firing away in the mid lane. They get the first blood. It is Licorice's teleport towards the mid lane. Impact now does get to shove in the top side, but as you can see on screen, bottom side for Cloud9 also got to push the wave all the way in. And those minions are going to start to wear away, soften up that turret plate as well. Then Licorice was able to get back to top side pretty quickly after using his teleport, because look at the mini-map right now. Before he teleported down, he shoved in the wave. He went for his recall, so he got all his items. And he doesn't have to go back to base. He just went straight top after this. Really nice move here. Once again, Licorice moves in. He just gets the Q pass through, then able to get the flash out of Jensen, and by holding his taunt the whole time, is able to get CoreJJ with it. Notice he also tried to block CoreJJ with his champion model, staying on that side, forcing us a little bit of extra movement from him around the edge to get the last auto.
Top side knockback, impact burns flash, 200 health left. They're going to go for the flash onto the turret, and Cloud9 have found the aggressive plays they want. Kills across the board.
All right, maybe it's only delivering from one side, Freak, because we keep on getting excited for all these big plays in this exciting game. They are all by Cloud9. Team Liquid right now struggling to deal with the onslaught that has come right out of Champion Select. They did go for the play bottom that we are looking for. Send Broxah down there, try and make something happen with CoreJJ with the Blitzcrank pull, but the shields were too much of them. The bottom lane is just looking to deny right now, scale up, as you mentioned, and you're looking for mana scaling items. Tier already purchased for Sona. You're trying to get levels in these guys so that they can bring the big shields to your team fights. Meanwhile, Blaber and Licorice making plays on the top side of the map, just like they have done all split long. Team Liquid, though, this is the big move for them. First move of the game for them to get a real advantage, and they will at least get the first dragon here while Sona and Lux are still weak.
Yeah, Jensen had the push in mid lane there as well, shoved in, took the recall, so they knew, okay, mid stuck, bot stuck, this is our time, easy 3v1, Blaber's not going to show, let's take that one down, well played to them. Good pickup there. So at least a Drake on the board for Team Liquid. 1,000 gold lead to the Cloud9 side, as again, these bot laners share farm back and forth. Actual CS counts pretty close. Yeah. Considering that Zven and Vulcan's CS count as one each. On tactical side, his CS is the one that matters. Is anything that CoreJJ last hits just feeds back into tactical anyway. And so, hey, it's 53 to 56 CS bot lane plus spell piece generation. Now we got to push down to the bottom side. Big damage there. Jensen's got to be careful. Oh, it's not going to be enough damage. And that's going to be the dunk to secure the kill. Nisqy's on the board as well.
And notice, Blaber uses the ultimate right at the beginning, so he goes unstoppable. No chance for Jensen to try and deny him, knock him back, or anything. And you get a really nice combination here, killing Jensen on the minion wave, so that this farm basically goes to waste. Yeah, Broxah picks up the scraps, but that is farm going to the Trundle, not going to Jensen. Still level 6 on the Syndra. Death for him. going to definitely set back the possibilities here for Team Liquid. Plus, Blaber on this Hecarim, he's just trying to build offense, right? He's the one with a bunch of shields on his team. He's got Sona plus Lux plus Shen to back up all these dives. He should just go Warrior. He does have a no magic mantle, probably just for the Merc Treads to deal with the CC, since you need uptime on your carry for later on.
Yeah, I don't expect it to be a Hex Drinker rush, although a QSS might make sense as second item for a lot of these champions. We'll see what it ends up being, as he's going to find a control ward and kill that as well. Obviously, feels good to have an energy user top lane and a no resource user in the mid so that you can take all the blues. Feels good, man. Gotta love getting that for mana pool, because sometimes it matters on the Hecarim. Looking for a play now as CoreJJ. Where's Hook going to come in? It's going to land there. Big damage on to Vulcan. He's going to go down. The pillar means damage, but not much else.
All right, Team Liquid still have some life in them. They return to the bottom side this time around, capitalizing. See how much they can get out of it, though. Tactical and CoreJJ trying to shove this lane in. They need to get at least a turret plate. Hopefully for them, they would try and get 2 turret plates, because that's the value that Blaber's getting on the top side. Shelly guarantees 2 turret plates just by virtue of Blaber being able to pick that one up. Broxah is going to try and counter jungle a little bit and should be able to get the bottom Scuttle Crab as well.
So Core wants the recall. Tactical wants a second plate down here. It will delay the recall a fair bit. We'll see if he actually just walks back to the brush and recalls. And that means he'll have a little bit of time for C9 to shove that wave into the turret. But the man has TP. He's not going to lose anything. That is the nice thing about Ezreal, is you can greed for a plate that other champions can't greed for, or at least the nice thing about running TP. You can greed for that plate and not get punished with wave control.
All right, let's see what Impact has to say about Licorice stealing away one of his signature picks. Not too much is the case this time around. I will say, though, that with these Mordekaiser picks, so many of the other teams have just looked kind of clueless with their Mordekaisers and not known what to do. Team Liquid in a lot of their games, I think, deserve credit for coordinating on the timings of the exit of the Death Realm. So often for these team fights, if Impact is not just getting a pick for the team and pulling out a solo play, he's able to take one of the enemy frontliners out of the fight, which will be important, obviously, as we alluded to, with the combination that Cloud9 are running. And then they coordinate on the timing for re-engaging all the other members exactly when Impact comes out upon winning the duel inside the Death Realm, and that has won them a lot of extra objectives. They'll use mid, though, to finish off the last 2 durable plates, and a boom freak, mid's wide open.
Yeah, I know we talked about this 2 weeks ago. The Herald Charge, as far as I can tell, plate gold is fully global. I watched an LEC game where the man recalled after summoning, and he still got the plate share.
I did that as well. As soon as they had the talk last time, I went to a practice tool. You can literally recall, and you'll still get the gold. So it's guaranteed for whoever picks up the eyeball.
However, even though the Herald itself gets the last hit on the turret, you do not get local turret gold from that kind of range. So now the play towards Zven only gets the stun 1. Will down True Shot Barrage, but he's hooked back in, and there is counterplay in the bottom side. These champions are squishy. So the re-engage towards Tactical. He gets away from Finale's Vulcan, as it was called so many years ago. And now Broxah's on the way out. Jensen on the way down. Be careful, 3v1. Now there's a Sett there as Nisqy wants to show up. Gonna get a flash out of his opponent. Still gonna find that stun and push him all the way back in. It's time for the re-engage. There's the Wombo combo, the 3v1 kill. No way out for Jensen.
And you can already see the team comp coming together, Freak. Warrior completed for Blaber. This is one of many junglers' favorite item spikes. There's so much value on the completion of this item just in raw stats. You get the extra AD, cooldown reduction, perfect for Hecarim. So even though Zven gets annihilated, bursted down at the very beginning of that, a good pick by Team Liquid, it actually turns in favor of Cloud9. Blaber comes down the river, picks up the kill on the tactical. They chase down the extra one and are rewarded with a dragon afterwards, thus putting a stop to that partial win condition we talked about of TL trying to get the early stacking dragons while the Sona Lux are too weak to do anything about it. They're already starting to power up.
And powering up, they're still sharing the farm. You're seeing the farm differences are growing between these lanes, but it's not that far apart. Tactical's chunked down to 500 health. As Wave is pushed in slightly, but he's going to last it under turret, no problem. Core obviously on the roam. Pretty hard for Lux Sona to punish, and this is the one thing that is being gained, is they have to stick together, otherwise they don't get any gold.
All right, good setup here. Broxah able to slip into the ward. And then CoreJJ got the knockup after the flash going there too. Nice pullback. And you think it's lost, but Blaber goes in, basically 1v3, does have Vulcan there for the ultimate that adds a little bit of damage. Impact stops the Shen ultimate, but the shield did enough. You saw that shield from the Stand United on Blaber, allowing him to get the kill onto Tactical, allowing him to charge into the 1v3 without having to worry about the extra damage. And then since Nisqy can roam down through the river, he just pulls back the extra kill on Syndra as well, allowing Cloud9 to get the perfect timing on those kills for the spawn of Dragon.
Alrighty, well, look at this game state right now. 1 Drake apiece, next one spawns in 3.5, and Licorice, temporary level lead, feeling comfortable enough on Shen versus Mordekaiser. Feels a bit more favored, but to be fair, the man got a lot of attention for his teammates. Got some free assists as well, and his gold income's not too bad. Shoves in, feels okay. Careful about bot lane now, so tries to take some more damage. Plate number 3 on the board. 10 seconds till plates fall, and Team Liquid looks like they will not get too much more out of this one, as Nisqy is once again on the way back down.
Don't think he's actually going to go for it. You know, Broxah is hovering, so there's defense here for Team Liquid. As far as well, Broxah's going to charge in.
Be careful, ult's coming around. Big shields come up, ulted back down by Blitzcrank. Zven is on the run. He cannot live for any longer. Flash out for CoreJJ. The fear not going to matter on the Broxah either. Nisqy shows up, the root is there, the kill will come through. And now Mordekaiser in with the ulti on. A 1v1 between those champions. Sett gonna ult him back in, and they're gonna be ready to go. Here we go, we're back into it. He's not anywhere to be seen. Goodbye, double kill to Licorice.
And again, Cloud9, they've got this global, the Shen ultimate, Stand United. So you keep attacking Lux and Sona, but they've built for it, Freak. They know that there is a weakness early in drafting the double shielding support lane on bottom side, and they are 100% prepared. Licorice, always watching bottom with the Stand United, but also Nisqy. I just talked about him hovering in that tri-brush on the control ward. I was like, oh, he's not going to go for it. Broxah ends up going for it because they need to get these kills on the summonerless bottom lane. And even though CoreJJ can close the distance with the Trundle pillar and they get the kill, once again, it's a story of a counter engage. Nisqy comes in and, you know, even though he gets ulted here by Impact, that's terrible for Impact because Nisqy's the one that can actually land all the CC to keep him in range of the rest of the team. And Impact cannot kill Nisqy, take down Sett within the Death Realm. So, yeah, choose your targets very wisely.
Yeah, the man is built for an AP matchup in the first place. Like, yeah, I'm fighting Syndra. I got Merc Treads. Like, I have some bonus health. We're okay. I'm a tank. You're not going to kill me. And there he is yet again. Second Herald goes over. And it's going to feel comfortable enough as it's going to be picked up there by Zven. And okay, Licorice, 1v3, gonna taunt in the Blitzcrank, gonna be knocked up. He is 1 versus 4. Ults come over, he's gonna stay alive, maybe? No, he will go down, but it is traded in by Blaber. Courageously charging in, but he's gonna lose his life. So, TL, get a double kill off the 4v2 tower dive, and they get the turret as well.
And Freak, it's 2 important kills because those are both shutdown kills for them. That's the first death for both Licorice and Blaber. Team Liquid critically are able to get some gold back for themselves. They take out 2 of the main members of Cloud9. Their problem is that it's starting to get later and later into the game, and the tier have been stacking up for Sona this entire time, and they start to complete a lot more of these support items. It's going to become more and more difficult to actually secure those kills once Cloud9 group up. That No Magic Mantle did not turn into the Merc Treads that I was thinking. It was your QSS Freak, so you can get the instant exit from the CC. Any sort of Mordekaiser ult, you know, Mordekaiser's going to look to break up the combos like we were talking about in Champ Select. Well, your combo breaker now has a combo breaker of its own, or a stopgap at least, and Blaber will be able to get out and join the rest of the team. It's critical as basically the main component of the composition.
And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is true, unstoppable, such as through a Sett ult or a Hecarim ult, does not prevent Death Realm from applying. So if you time it really well, you can still essentially immune your backline to Hecarim charge by just saying, no, you're Death Realm. For a quarter second, dodge the fear, QS is out, too late.
Yeah, the things you can dodge it with are like Olaf Ultimate or Ornn W, the CC immune things. Dragon should be picked up here, as now this is the synergy that you're looking for with Cloud9's comp. They can group up as 5. They just go to the neutral objective. Number 2, piece of cake.
All right, no problems out of this one. It's going to be a 1,500 gold lead still for Cloud9. I am curious what the late game looks like for this squad, but for now, obviously they're doing well in the early to mid. Drake number 2 is grabbed. Ulti CDR, not a bad thing for champs like Sett, and especially Sona and especially Hecarim. So this is going to feel nice. Got to say, a lot of these champs are going to feel good about this one, as Clouds will keep stacking up. Won't get to 9 this game, but maybe 3.
I mean, Hecarim loving the extra move speed here. You get more damage from move speed. Should be quite nice for Cloud9 with the Cloud Drakes. He's full offense other than the short stop off for the QSS as necessary, you know, for breaking what we just talked about. Trinity Force should be coming along quite quickly for him, especially since he's got a lot of the early kills for the team. Licorice, though, on a very dangerous attempt at a peek on red.
Yep, but not a big problem here. So far, it's going to be so good, as red is going to be grabbed by Team Liquid, and we still stay in a fairly close game. We are going towards Trinity Force for Tactical. I'm a big fan of that item. I think it's underrepresented overall in Pro League of Legends, but it is more damage, especially if you have to be an auto attacker to burn down a front line, which, to be fair, you're against a lot of front line with a lot of shields. You can't just, you know, poke those guys out. They're going to sustain through it. You need the autos, so I like this a lot, actually. I think it fits the game state and the game as it's going to play out as well. And he'll keep stacking up, probably towards Ruin King, Death's Dance later on, and be an auto attack threat this game.
Yep, and QSS picked up here by CoreJJ because he's definitely scared of getting locked down, as he's a little bit squishy on the Blitzcrank, and Sona ultimate giant AoE for team fights is really scary. Nisqy trying to come through, also something you need to avoid. Plenty of CC options for Cloud9 on their side. And CoreJJ kind of has to be this one for Team Liquid to separate players, try and pull them across so that they can't get the full benefit of this shielding composition. He's got to play kind of on the edge of risk in order to get Team Liquid some advantages.
Nisqy wants in heal, flash, ult into the wall, a bunch of CC, the punch, nearly the solo kill. And, yep, there's Shen over the top. They burned a lot for it, but they got that kill picked up. The turret's going to drop as well. Impact tries to find a kill into Nisqy, but here comes the reinforcements just in time for the shields, the ult and the kill. Nisqy walks away like nothing ever happened. 2 kills plus the turret, Cloud9 even farther ahead.
Oh, once again. This time around, Impact had a huge advantage going into the Death Realm. You know, it's so low health from Nisqy from the tower dive, but he waits it out. He kites enough, just barely enough, to wait out into the open arms of his teammates, and they welcome him with plenty of shields back to Summoner's Rift, keeping him alive, and just kind of a heartbreaker and a backbreaker for Team Liquid, as they just lost another couple of kills on their solo laners and the extra tower going down. This is where it's going to look like a really big snowball for Cloud9 because of the investment in the Sona Lux bottom lane. Now is where it pays off. Archangels is already completed for Zven, so that's going to stack really quickly into the Seraph, and he becomes deceptively tanky Sona with Vulcan there for crazy shields, Seraph's crazy shield, her own as well, and all the AP scaling.
And we're going to see Ardent Sensor come through for the Cloud9 side on Vulcan, so some auto attack speed and damage on hit. Only so good on this composition, but it will add some damage out there, and obviously it adds the shielding power which you want so much as well, so that'll be fun to watch as there's a little bit of damage added to the actual team fight progression there. Trinity Force going to be the pickup eventually here for Nisqy as he stops over for a Bomby Cinder, so yes, does have to be a frontline damage dealer, not going full tank because his comp doesn't quite demand that out of him. Team Liquid fighting over the top river. We know that Baron is alive. Team Liquid, 2 item spike done for Tactical. Muramana has completed. Local gold not gained for the top lane outer turret, but Jensen will still grab these minions here and keep scaling up, rush the Void Staff, which of course also makes sense based on comp.
Yeah,
Nisqy.
and
Nisqy, you're in a 1v3. He tries to get something done, gets the ulti across, gets a bunch of shields, and stays alive with a Shen over the top. Over the wall they go. You thought you ganked me, we ganked you back from across the map. Big pickup there. Goodbye to Tactical.
That's the reason I love playing Shen myself. It's just your teammates are always so thankful, and they're like, oh my god, yes, I remember we have Licorice on the team. You're going all in on Sett, who has the Haymaker, so he just casts that himself, and then boom, you get the Stand United on top of you. Everybody's able to join. Zven speeding the rest of the members up of Cloud9 so the cavalry can arrive. That's why we keep talking about how difficult it will be for this mid-game snowball. Cloud9's whatever you want to call it, Megazord has been fully assembled here.
It is really what it feels like. Like a team that is not Cloud9, who does not play this aggressively, who forces, 16 total kills and deaths in 23 minutes, and that is not most teams. If you can't do that, this comp probably sucks a lot. But they're able to go for the engage, go for the fight, and here's the attempt yet again, stunning Licorice, but he's got a shield already, ready to walk up the front line. Here comes the rest of the squad, and TL, can you win this fight? The taunt, the burst damage, and they're going to try to burst down Impact. It's going to be slain. That is Cloud Dragon going to Blaber for Drake number 3. The rest of the team fight going to be close. Licorice kills Impact, one traded back by the Syndra. In the back of Blaber does go down. Stunned to the back line. Jensen stays alive. Nisqy's got to run. Be careful, it's 4 versus 3, and Tactical wants in for more. Can he chase down the bottom lane by himself? Broxah on the run as well. 4v3. Cloud9 forced to run backwards as fast as they can. They will disengage. They will grab the Drake, but they will lose in kills.
Impact with his dying breath throws out the grasp, and he claws Licorice and Blaber back in to the rest of the team, allowing Team Liquid an opening in this game, and that is so huge. You saw Tactical chasing off the support players after they take down Blaber. If you take out the centerpiece, there's no Hecarim, there's no damage left in this team. And Team Liquid are able to just break it open, even though Cloud9 still get the dragon. That was number 3, so it wasn't the critical soul yet. It just means there is now this looming threat hanging over their heads, and the timer on the game is set. 4 minutes away for Cloud Soul.
Kobe, I am not certain if Cloud Soul gives C9 a win, though. The later this game goes, I really do feel compositionally it starts to favor Team Liquid. They have enough of a front line. That Lichbane Sona does not just kill those champions off. That eventually, Ezreal just belts out damage and your front line slowly dies, and I feel like that's possible here. Move speed not super required when Hecarim and Shen are already going to reach backline.
It's definitely a mid-focus composition, mid-game focus composition from Cloud9, but I think they have a lot more mid-game to work with. What a pull!
Big punk there. Goodbye to Zven. Re-engage for Tactical. Blaber, you don't want this one. Ult's back in. Tries to get what he can. It's not going to be the ulti for Lux landing either, and that's a 2 for 0. TL finding, again, a couple of kills. A great hook for Core to set it up. Second kill picked up there as well, and C9 have to run away, but Baron control. It's time for Baron control. The jungler's dead for 30. Cena have to find some way to fight this off.
Freak, Stand United is available now, but did you catch if it was available at the beginning of that fight? Blaber looked like he was fighting with the confidence of a Stand United. Regardless, it is going to be an easy Baron for Team Liquid. And after the previous team fight victory, now it's blown wide open. CoreJJ with the God Hand pull right over this wall. He gets into the Fog of War. He fires it from seeing the war. Oh my goodness. He gets the exact perfect one too. You see Blaber backed off, sidestepped. Now I'm looking at Stand United. From what I can see, it is up. And even just the shield would have probably let Blaber at least kill Tactical. He probably wouldn't have got back out. And I know that Licorice was very close to Impact, but even just lending the shield from Stand United, even if your teleport actually gets interrupted, means you can get a counter.
Well, more to reminder, the ideal third item on Ezreal, we play, win or lose the shopkeeper. Passing grade, double thumbs up here to Tactical. This is the right item to buy against this composition. Get the armor pen because you're killing frontline. Get the healing reduction because you're against an Athenes and a Sona. Yeah, I like that one a lot here. So mid under fire. How much can they get with the Baron buff? Already an extra 1,000 gold picked up after the Baron itself. Mid lane tier 2 on its last legs as well. Zven poked quite low and tries to heal back up, gets some shielding in as well. But now it's a gold lead for TL for the first time really all game.
Yeah, they have fought their way back, Freak. This is freaking exciting. They're able to win those 2 team fights off of some big individual plays. I really liked the dying claw that Impact was able to get out in the last one to pull back in, the key kills for the team. And then last time around, obviously it is CoreJJ who's the star with that pick. And it kind of has snowballed against Cloud9 in the last few minutes. 1 minute left on the Cloud Soul. It might not be a win condition in itself, but it certainly does help quite a lot. Even just the extra move speed for Hecarim after ulting gives you a decent damage boost. And we saw how close his fight with Tactical was last time around. Any little damage you're definitely going to want to take. CoreJJ keeps fishing around. There's no real drawback to it at this point because the cooldown isn't that long, and they don't have any sort of rebuttal from Cloud9 while Team Liquid are wearing Baron buff. So just keep throwing out those max range hooks until you try and get another one.
Alrighty, well, Shards of True Ice completed on the side of the C9 bot laners, as they are kind of both bot laners here, right? They are sharing farm, and compared to old Sonas where they would just spam last hit and get as much gold as possible, this is a bit more of a hybrid where you don't have full gold income the entire time, and so he doesn't have those same power spikes. But now Nisqy wants in, flashes in for the big stun onto the backline. Jensen's already gone to re-engage. How good's it going to look? It's already a 4v4. Looking for the kill on CoreJJ. He can't go down just yet, and Blaber getting shut down. Broxah cannot quite find that kill, though. Licorice now alone in the backline. Tries to find impact, but now he is 1v4, and he will be killed. It is a 4v3 for Team Liquid, and they go in for the pillar. They're going to find that kill on the Vulcan, but he flashes away for dear life. Still not going to be enough. Tactical flashes in for the chase, and suddenly it is 4 versus 2, and the base will be cracked, and Team Liquid will look to take down Cloud9. Maybe not ending it just yet, but they will take a lot of this base.
Tactical is popping off, Freak, on the Ezreal. He cannot be touched by Cloud9. They use everything to take down Jensen, but CoreJJ finds it on the
land. That's going to be 1 kill picked up. CoreJJ tries to live. He will drop down as well, but the ace comes through. 5 seconds on Sett, and it's time to knock down the Nexus turrets. A 29-minute win. Team Liquid will knock these both down. Nisqy's alive. 1 versus 3. Tactical puts the damage in. Respawn's coming in 3 seconds. It's gonna be enough. Team Liquid gonna take down Cloud9 and tie for first place.